Question: what is the wisdom and purpose behind mankind being sent to this world? Answer: the sending of mankind to this world has a wisdom and a purpose. Essentially, we see and firmly believe, as a conclusion drawn from positive sciences, that man has been created by Allah, the creator of the entire universe. Man is not a being who came into the world by coincidence. Man is not a being produced by causes or by nature. Man is not a lost entity, nor a being that will simply disappear. Man has been sent here based on a definite purpose. We believe in this with certainty within its own evidences. We believe that the one who created the universe is Allah. Kant says that there is no purpose in creation. On the contrary, we clearly see purpose in creation and take this purpose in creation as evidence for the existence of Allah. After Allah created the universe and mankind, when a person contemplates and reflects upon his art, we arrive at Allah's purpose in creating the universe. Only children play in the streets with sand, build structures aimlessly, and then demolish them again. Yet even if a psychoanalysis were conducted, it would be seen that even those children have a purpose. Beneath it lies an attachment to the world. There is long-term hope and ambition. It is the manifestation of the intention to build a house appropriate to one's capacity when one grows up. On that day, he builds only a small house. When he grows, it means he will build a larger one. A tiny kitten, the moment it comes into the world, plays with a ball of yarn or string, imitating what its parents do. This shows, on its own scale, that when it grows up, it will play with mice in the same manner. This is a manifestation of its subconscious. Thus, even in a child's behavior, one must essentially look for a purpose. Let alone a rational adult, every sane person certainly observes a purpose when performing an action. For example, suppose we build a massive structure like a school, then walk around it for a while, then pass by it, and then ask ourselves, why did we build this building? What will we use it for? People would consider us insane and judge us as mad. After such a massive building is constructed, surely there must be a purpose behind it equal to its scale, perhaps even greater. Thus, purposelessness is something not even seen in beings below man. There is purpose in the creation of the universe. Allah created the universe. Every artist, based on wisdom, manifests his artistic ability. Likewise, Allah created the universe to display his art and majesty. From the era of nebulae until the moment when man bears fruit, he has manifested great meanings belonging to his grandeur within the universe. Just as people go and watch fireworks on festive nights and take pleasure in the explosions of various fireworks, Allah has displayed his arts, not out of weakness, deficiency, or human pleasure, but a sacred pleasure unique to him. He placed them in the exhibition of the universe. The arts displayed in his exhibition cannot be seen in any gallery or exhibition hall. There are moons, suns, systems, and vast galaxies. He displays them to angels and to spiritual beings. Then he created man, who is the index of all universes. Certainly, in the creation of this human being, there are things Allah observes for himself, for his divinity. However, Allah also demands something from this conscious human being. It is not merely, I created, and I observed my majesty and divinity. Because everything other than man is without will. Yet within their lack of will, they display conscious behaviors that reflect Allah's will. For example, while the earth revolves around the sun like a slingshot stone, it exhibits such conscious behavior that when you look at it, you read Allah. A tiny sprout emerges from the soil. If you observe it carefully with the eye of an agriculturist, you read Allah in its behavior. There is no need to look for the word Allah written on the back of a fish or on the seed of a watermelon. It is as though it is written across the face of the heavens with stars. It is written upon everything through the laws operating in the universe. It is written on the face of the seed. These are conscious behaviors within the realm of the unconscious. They occur by Allah's direction, and everything proceeds within the boundaries of its innate nature, never deviating even by an atom. Allah has given man free will. There is no wool in grass, no wool in trees. Because Allah equipped man with free will, what he expects from him is a requirement of his wisdom and the purpose of creation. This means, everything behaves according to the laws it is subjected to, exactly as Allah wills. You take a four-legged creature, an animal, feed it grass and hay, nourish it. Each day when you place the grass before it, it eats greedily. Yet there is a purpose behind feeding it. One day you will place the knife on its throat. It is completely unaware of this. but it proceeds according to its innate purpose and eventually pays with its head for the grass it eats. You feed it grass and later take its head, placing its meat into the pot. Now think of Allah. He satisfies your sense of taste, your sight, your hearing, your heart, every pleasure of your faculties. Even if the world were not enough, he says, my servant, you were created for eternity. You have infinite desires. Even if the entire world were yours, your sorrow would not end. Why? Because you were created for the hereafter. When we look at your condition, we understand that you are not for this world. Your emotions and ambitions stretch toward infinity. When compared to other systems, you are confined within a world that can be considered microscopic. When we examine your essence, we understand that you are not for this world. You were created for the eternal realm. When we compare you to animals, we see tremendous capabilities in you, desires that would not be satisfied even if you swallowed the world. Allah, who laid the world before you like a banquet, who spread the sun across the sky like butter, who created your eye to benefit from the sun, who established the relationship between the sun and your eye, who nurtured you with infinite blessings. After all these favors, can it be conceivable that you are purposeless? Allah has expectations from you. You see that none of the other beings are purposeless. Even an ant on the earth has a duty. Can a noble human being like you suppose himself to be aimless and free of responsibility? Surely man has a purpose. What is that purpose? Everything, unconsciously, worships Allah and performs servitude. The sun obeys Allah without deviating even an atom. The earth obeys Allah without deviation. In the face of all this unconscious obedience, you, by necessity of your will, consciousness, and understanding, must obey Allah, submit to Him, and perform servitude. Servitude begins with believing in what Allah commands and fulfilling the duties He has assigned to us. The benefit of this again returns to us. Allah has no need for our worship, rather, we are in need of worship. What kind of need? Consider a 50-year-old man holding the hand of his 10-year-old child and taking him to school. He takes money from his pocket, buys clothes, communicates with teachers, and endures many hardships. I ask you, is there anything this poor old man benefits from this child? Can you imagine such a thing? He endures all this solely to secure the child's future. For Allah, enduring hardship or suffering is inconceivable. But to attain the desired quality, to reach a certain level, to gain worthiness to see Allah, one must worship. To learn the etiquette of standing in Allah's presence, you need worship. The desired state is attained only through it. Just as a soldier must attend a military academy to learn soldiering, you too must enroll in the school of servitude and learn worship. When you go to Allah's presence, you will not behave in a manner contrary to its etiquette. Thus, we are in need of our worship. Allah is in need of nothing. But the entire universe is in need of Him.